Hello, welcome to another video. The game in the background is Black Ops 3. I do like this Call of Duty, I just haven't played it in a while, which is why you're seeing bot gameplay. I'm very rusty when it comes to Call of Duty because I haven't played the game for a couple hours a day, or a couple hours in general, in more than a month or so. So I'm really rusty. The last game I had was last night and it was zombies. I was trying to do the Shadows of Evil Easter egg, which I still think is probably one of the most annoying Easter eggs you can try and do in any like zombie game history. Anyway, moving on from that, because there's not really much to say when it comes to Black Ops 3. The game's been out a while now. They are adding in contracts, which is just basically another progression system. We have no idea what the rewards are going to be. All we know is it says coming soon, and it hasn't come yet, so it must be soon. So, what do I want to talk about today? If I'm not going to be talking about the game in question, the answer to that would be E3. Some people have been asking, have you been following E3? Honestly, I have no interest in E3 because it's just quite simply a marketing event and they don't show gameplay. From what I've seen so far from reviews of stuff, there's been like little to no gameplay at all, and recent events, especially for shooter games, it's not exactly a good time to be showing off violent gameplay. So there we go. Anyway, away from that subject. Wow, we're getting through this subject really quickly. Some people have been asking me for live streams. I do live stream on and off. If I were to do live streams, I would have to do them consistently and set a time and a date. I have no problem with doing live streams, I'm not gonna lie. I do like doing it. It's just getting viewers and eyeballs. It's a bit boring, just sat there talking to yourself. But when you have viewers, when you have eyeballs, it's actually pretty fun. Now, I could advertise it, and I probably should, as well as getting a consistent timetable. I would get viewers, so I might do that. As for what games, I reckon we'd do a bunch of games. Probably consider like times and days when best to do it, and then try and do it from there. I'm not exactly a busy person, so I could probably put a couple hours into it. So, what I'm going to do is I'll probably leave the Twitch channel that I have down in the description. It is based on my gamer tag. I've had this gamer tag for a while now. I really do love the name. It's just me. It is incredibly silly, but there you go. So, what else can we talk about? Well, I'll be honest with you, I don't quite know. We can probably talk about Overwatch. That's probably a good subject. Some people have asked me, will you be getting Overwatch? The answer to that question is, I have probably little to no interest on Overwatch at the moment. That is because I'm not exactly sure how long the game's going to stay around. It does look interesting. I did have fun playing the demo, so there is that. I might get it eventually. It's just right now I have no desire to go out and purchase it, but it does look interesting. It looks interesting as a concept, as a design. The key problem is I don't know how long it's going to stay because there isn't much content in that game. It's incredibly reliant on player reactions, which is what a lot of games these days, multiplayer wise, have been relying on. Not content, but interaction between players to keep them going. Call of Duty is a good example of this. However, Call of Duty does pump out a lot of content. You may not agree with the pricing model of saying content, but it does pump it out. What else can we talk about? Probably Battlefield. Battlefield is another game. People have been asking me, what's your opinions on Battlefield 1? Battlefield 1 looks interesting, however this is from DICE, and DICE have a really sketchy record when it comes to games. Battlefield 3 was a broken mess, Battlefield 4 was a broken mess, and Bad Company, although it was great, was a broken mess on PC. So they don't have much good history behind them at all. Very poor history when it comes to development. I know some people claim that big AAA games are bad, but a bad game is a game that uses, I'd say, Unity assets. It's made by 4 blokes in a shed, and they steal assets and they just pump it out as quickly as possible, and you can buy it on Steam for about 50 pence. Whereas a game like Call of Duty or Battlefield cost millions to make, hundreds of people make them, and they're not bad. Apart from a couple vague small problems, they're actually pretty good. So they're not bad. I would just say they have flaws. Nothing is perfect. There you go. Okay, so we're just going through the topics very quickly and just going through a lot of them. What else can we talk about? Probably YouTube in general. I'm mainly doing this as a hobby, for fun. I got silly clips I started posting, and then I started to expand my content. I am basically just taking video games and talking over them, and then adding things on top. But I think that's what a lot of people do. If I add edits, then I'm doing a bit more. I can see YouTube as a medium growing still, but I can see other variations of it expanding. We have variations of it already, pretty much. Snapchat, same thing. Twitter, Facebook. They all basically follow on the same idea. You produce content and you release it, and it's dependent on your personality as opposed to the actual content, which I think that has been the way for most media for a while now. If you look at newspapers, you'll see that newspapers don't actually focus on the news. They more focus on people's opinions on the news. And the downside to this is that a lot of media isn't about informing people or telling people or explaining things. It's just about regurgitating white noise. Some people have made claims that the gaming press is the worst form of journalism, but in reality, gaming media, apart from a couple flaws, which is mainly disclosure, is actually better at reporting stuff compared to, I would say, mainstream media. Now, what's most funny about that is the fact that a lot of gaming journalists don't have degrees or real journalist experience, and they do a better job than journalists. That should probably tell you something. What else? That was a deep and heavy subject to talk about over some video games. Oh, what else? Not exactly sure, to be honest with you. Let's talk about Call of Duty some more, I guess. That's probably the logical choice to loop back around again. So Call of Duty, my aim is terrible. That's why I'm playing with bots. You can see my aim is off. This is the first game in a month that I've played. It's about a month. Actually, no, I did play a zombie game the other day, so that's not exactly strictly true. But yeah, apart from that, a month, and then 2 months, and then a month. So a while. The reason why I've stopped playing Call of Duty was due to the fact that I just wasn't having fun. Quite honestly with you, mainly because I play solo, and most of the games I play are solo because it can be quite hard for me to find people that I enjoy playing with consistently. And there you go. What can I say? I play video games at strange times sometimes, and not everyone is on during those times. And it can be quite hard as well that everyone wants to play the same game. We're only human, and we have different tastes, etc. My opinions about this game has not changed. It's still fun. It's still good. I do think it is probably the best Call of Duty we've had. I am looking forward to Advanced Warfare. I know, amazing. I'm not looking forward to the remake of COD 4. There's a couple reasons behind this which I have explained in a previous video. But there you go. Mainly the fact that it is being outsourced to another company. That's never a good sign. Plus as well, Infinity Ward haven't made a good game. Or a game that's, I would say, up the standard that you sort of expect Call of Duty to be. Infinity Ward have had a rocky history like DICE. So, there you go. But I do expect it to be fun. I do expect it to be good. I probably will pick it up because, quite frankly, I've had hours of enjoyment from Call of Duty and it's fantastic value. So there you go. Yeah. There's not really much else to say. Well, the gameplay is going to end now. This has been a bit of a rambly video. But there you go. There's my current thoughts and feelings on stuff and some video games. Maybe I should do this more often. I have no idea. Expect to see more Call of Duty content soon because I'm getting sort of back into it.